Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town. I want to start this episode off by changing up a few things that I put in before. Starting with this farm over here. We put in this farm, but didn't increase its people. So I'm going to do that in order to get a lot more going on there. Although, I think I'm going to drop that down a bit because I've realised that's only a cloth conveyor belt. Yeah, I think 5 people's about right for that. That'll be outputting enough there. Hopefully to try and fill that up by the time the carts come round again. We could put a metal conveyor belt there. In fact, do you know what? We are going to put a metal conveyor belt there. And then increase this up. 8. Yeah, I think 8's about right there. Okay, so that'll go into there and that'll start filling it up. And then our potato plants can get as much as it needs. Another change I want to do is I am thinking about getting rid of this barn because I think the transportation over to here via the carts is just severely lacking. What I think I'm going to do instead is I think I might put another line in the centre here along with this bridge. Although this is floating mid-air and it's all a bit weird, but we're kind of getting to the stage where things are going to start looking weird because that's kind of just how the game ends up. Got some supports now. Yeah, I might just bring it along the edge of this and then deposit it into this barn here and then filter it off to this barn here for secondary. I think that'll work for the time being. We're not using a lot of these things at the moment, so I can see this solution being it needs more. It needs more than what it does. So yeah. Another thing I want to do is turn the workers up in here because this is struggling to keep up with the demand for veggie stew here. And also, surprisingly, this is struggling with chicken now, apparently. I think that's because you're cooking the chicken, aren't you? Yeah. It's not because you don't have enough chicken in you, it's just that you don't really get there. For some reason you've got 1 spare coal in you as well. Not really sure how that come along. What we could do here is add this to the Steam network. And that one there. I think we can get away with that. I think we're... Yeah, that's it. That's going to be our Steam network now running at capacity. So hopefully that can get going and start filling those up faster. And that can get going with the chicken. If that still is a problem, what I think I'll do is take the chicken and bread away and put another kitchen in. So we'll have cheese in one, because cheese takes 10 seconds to do. We'll have the chicken and bread in another, and then sandwiches in their own kitchen. Or maybe just put chicken somewhere else. Don't know, but we'll keep an eye on that. Another thing I want to do is a change I should have done a really long time ago, and that is this rail system. I'm going to remove the track there, and then we're going to change this up ever so slightly. Because I want to add the override, the bypass in so that our carts can just bypass, not go up here and go back down again. But I also want to have it on a different area, so it makes sense, and I want to do the same here as well. So I need to move these around just a little bit once they've finished doing what they're doing. And that should be it. Also, this is still struggling. No, it's not. It's doing fine, actually. I think the issue is that sometimes carts go down here, and then by the time other carts get around, it turns the rail stop off, so we're getting empty carts come back up. Which would be a problem for the bypass if we did that, but I'm not all that fussed about it. So, to get this working, all we need to basically do is go up here and then do that. Then remove those there. And have that go straight on. So there's no way this track can go left or right, or this one's going to go there. They're just a bypass system. And then it's exactly the same here. We just generally want to go up one, straight along, and then down, like so. Okay. Do you know what? That can actually come up, and that would still work fine. Oh, that way. There we go. They only go straight on. They can't turn there. That's fine. Then we need to put the agent triggers back in. Link that one to, it was the number, wasn't it? Yep. And link that one to the number. And something else I want to do as well, whilst we're here and we have no trains in the system, is reset them. So I'm going to link toggle block to all the numbers. No, not the input numbers, just the output numbers. And then we'll toggle it. And there we go. That's reset that one to 0. And then if I fire that again, that'll reset that one to 0. Now they're all on 0. Everything should be exactly how it should be. And we should stop trains getting pushed onto this track when these are blocked, because they can't turn now. They're just stuck there. Same here. If a train is in this stop and a cart comes along, it will just stop and wait for the cart to be out of the way before it goes. If two trains come along, that's possible to get stuck there, but, well, you know, how many redundancies do we need? Okay. I'll put that back in there. Where they go. They shouldn't be separated out anyway because of the ramps, so that should work anyway for us here. This is being fine because we don't need as much stone as well. Another change I want to do as well is here. We are not making enough gears to keep up with production here. So we are actually having a net loss on our rails. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this over here. And we'll flatten down the ground there, and then we'll move that to there, like so. And we will copy this machine shop. I want to say to here. You can be set to making gears. Now this doesn't have an issue supplying them, so maybe we'll also change this around just a little bit. So we'll move you to here. Not ideal. We'll move you to be there. You can go that way. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And the conveyor underneath can go into there. You can go into there. You can go there, and you that. There we go. Okay. And then I need to move this here. So we'll move this over to here. And we will then build the same sort of system that we had before, but in a different location. So there and there. Those, you can do that. You can do that. And I think I'm going to put a splitter in there. I think that makes sense. I have just thought that maybe I could actually do away with this one as well. Now I think about it. And do that. And that would divide it between all of these buildings here. I think that would be fine. I don't see any reason why that shouldn't work. You're struggling for wood. Oh, of course you're struggling for wood. You don't have access to wood. Or to stone. We never set that up. Wow. That was very foolish. Okay. Right, so off you go. so you've used all of them up. That's fine. Damn it. Must remember it does that. You can't use them up because you no longer have access to... So you want wood and stone, don't you? This needs to be extended to there because you need access to iron as well. And then we want to grab a grabber. There. Yeah, I think we're good for that. I think that should work. Okay. We are going to have to upgrade our Steam network, I think, or maybe turn off the Steam network in some place because I don't know what we've actually got feeding. What do we do? So from here we've got the barn, the grain mill. So we need that. We've got kitchen. See, now here we're no longer struggling for. It wasn't speed that we had an issue with there, it was resources. That is a multi-building, so that requires maybe a Steam access. That's not a multi-building. Does that really require Steam access? Dunno. We can leave it on for the minute. Should be fine. I'm not sure why we had a break in our carrots there. And then what we can do is we can add this one to the Steam network, and that should still give us 100%. There we go. Okay. And that should speed that up as and when you get the iron. Which would help, I suppose, if that was turned that way, so you can actually get the iron in. You're getting on at about the right pace. Yeah. Okay. So you need access to wood and iron. Sorry, wood, iron, and stone. So we need to clear wood. We could siphon off just using a splitter, but I really don't want to. I want to actually do it the way I'm sticking to the plan here. So bump and bump. There we go. And then we want to do this here. Okay, one unexpected phone call later. Let's carry on with this here. So let's put in those there. We'll put in the bits and pieces there. I may well actually murder my chair, I think, if it carries on making these weird noises, because it's annoying me now. So I do apologise if you can hear that. I don't know if it picks it up or not. I don't hear it when I watch these back, but I'm not entirely sure. But it's just, yeah, broken. Okay, so there we go. We've got that going in there, that going in there. We've got the wood coming down. We are using wood more than expected. Yeah, we are using a lot more wood than kind of expected, to be honest with you. But I think that's okay. I think that's fine. Okay, so we've got these two machines doing their bits and pieces here. You are now struggling for iron, which is a bit of a surprise, actually. Oh, it's 4 iron it requires. Right, okay, so this is not going to work. I'm already foreseeing problems with it, because what I want to do ideally is put in a second load of iron, a second height of iron, but I can't do that now because this blocks it. So I don't really know how to fix that unless I redesign this whole thing again. I'm tempted to do that. I'm tempted to redesign it, but I don't know how. This is the problem. I don't know how I could design this in a way to get all the goods going to the same places. Essentially, the way this works is that each one of these requires its own feed. So you'd have to have a belt coming off the iron going to these two, and then going to this one, and going to that one. It really does complicate matters. It really does complicate matters. So right, I tell you what, we'll leave it as it is for the time being. It is kind of working. If I do need to run a second line of anything, because I mean, I want to upgrade this to be an iron, a metal conveyor belt, but then it's taking as much as it's giving, which is not ideal. If I did that, then yeah, it's great. I mean, this would now get a better feed, that's fine. But this is going to... This can only output at a certain speed, and we're now consuming more than this barn can output, which is a problem. And if we put a second run on here, then it causes a problem where I mean, like here, this is having to put a throughput much higher than it's doing, so I need faster belts. That's the problem here, because you can't really, I'm just gonna say you can't really merge belts, but you actually kind of can using the iron general is struggling. Oh no, the wood's struggling as well, isn't it? Damn it. I think it would be okay because that's just topping up this, but then we're using this. We're moving. Yeah. Right. Let's get rid of those because they're annoying me because I think they're in the wrong places. Do that because that's viable. That's perfectly fine. There we go. And then we've got two outputs going into this first silo. That's split in 3 ways, and then we've got one output going into this silo, which is split in 2 ways. If we extend this anymore, this is going to collapse. This is going to fall apart, not work. But I don't know if we need to. I mean, we do need more iron. I think you're absolutely cap full. You're cap full. Okay, I set to 500, so you'll send cart stand there. That'll be fine. I think what I should really do is, if I need to if I need any more iron somewhere, I think I will try and find a second iron deposit. We've got to have another iron deposit somewhere, haven't we? We've got a bit there. Now, unfortunately, the other thing as well that we need to get into is these are going to be depleted. We really need to get into doing that. And how the hell am I going to pump all that magic stuff up here to get those working? I don't know. But if I've got some more iron somewhere, it's carved there, mana shards, iron there, that could kind of work. We don't have enough money. We do have enough money just to buy that. Oh, there's iron there. Right, okay. So we will grab this. There's loads there. But then I couldn't train that over to... Oh, it's so complicated. But the good news is we have 20,000 red coins. That's working now. That's good. So we've got a barn full of gadgets. You're making reinforced planks. Why was I? Oh, our train was down because I hadn't actually supplied this thing with the stuff it needed. That's why. That's fine. You are doing your bit there. You've actually got 2 outputs. Why? Why did I give you 2 outputs? Oh, no, you've got 2 outputs. You've got 2 metal outputs. Metal conveyors outputs. You're full of goods. You're full of goods. You're good. You're good. Okay. All is good. I'm going to change up the grid here. I'm going to actually remove that from the grid and add that one to it. Because I think that could benefit more from producing them, and I think these 2 can keep up with the power grid with the current system we have, so that's good. Right, now let's look at our corn system here, our corn progress. See, this is out now, which means this is run out and everything is dead. Because this cannot transport goods fast enough into there. Right. So, how are we going to fix that? Well, I know of 2 ways. You are going to stop and park right there. And you are going to stop and park right there. Just stop. Okay. Let these empty. And then we're going to change things up here. We're going to have 2 barns. I'm going to change up so it doesn't mean that this rail doesn't need to be along here. It could just be along the front if I wanted it to be. Don't know if I do. I might just leave it as it is, but we're not going to be using this logic system anymore. Nope, that's going to go. Okay. Boing, that's fine. Yep, you're struggling for goods because we're just not getting enough. Why are you not getting enough chicken? Mind you, yeah, you're set to 50, aren't you? Yeah, I should probably set that to 100. No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll leave it as is. Fine. Right, wait for these to run out. Right, you have run out. Awesome. And you've run out. Okie dokie. So we're going to remove those 2, and we're going to remove those, and we're going to remove, I think, this whole line. Yep, I think we're going to remove this whole line through here. Okay, let's pause the game again because we don't want that. Storage is full, done, remove that. Remove this here. No longer required. There we go, okay, right. And what we want to do is we want to drop off into, I think, 1 barn. And then just filter them between these 2 here. I might actually just go along there and then just above the train track and along. And then we'll split them into that barn and then have the final ones go into that one. So that barn would get a priority, but that's a lower barn than this one. This one's got more storage in it. So I think it will work. That would, of course, mean that I didn't need to remove that system that I put in there. But oh well. But oh well. I am going to remove that very first one there. Do I want... What level can I have it at? You can carry on going and then remove that rail stop. And what level can I really have this at? So we can go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Is that correct? I can't remember. Put grab on here. Can you pull it out of there? Nope, we've got to go 1 lower than that. Okay. You'd think I'd know this, wouldn't you? But I don't. But I don't. So the chute then wants to be that level. Running all the way to there. Now, is that too high for that barn? I think it might be. Drop off your goods in those barns. Get me a grabber. It is. It is. No, it's not. I was paused. Okay, maybe that was fine there then. I do not know. I do not know. It does not matter. Remove that and then turn that way. and then turn that way. Now I could leave it like that, and then when this barn fills up, it will double back onto that one. Or I could filter them between the two. I think that's probably the better way to do things. This doesn't need priority at the moment, so it will fill up pretty quickly anyway. Just make it look like we actually kind of, you know what we're doing, which apparently we don't because I'm putting things in the wrong place. There we go. Then you can have a spot there as well. Okay. So there we go. So you've got outputs now going into there. So you want to grab from... Can we build another one of you? We certainly can. Awesome. Right. You deliver grain to there. You deliver grain to there. And you deliver grain to there. Okay. And I think that's the first time this one's been used. But the boats will go off and do their thing. And that'll be fine. Okay, they hit the corner there and then go off. This is not a very full... These hold 60, don't they? So 6, 12, 180. This needs to store at least 200. It currently stores 100, 200. That's fine. Okay. I might upgrade it just once. But I think the issue is actually going to be the output for it. I don't think it's going to output fast enough. Yeah, we'll upgrade it once at least. So we can store 400. Also kind of realised this rad here that I put over the top, I should have probably run it that way along, but it's done now. It's done. It's too late. Okay. You're now filling up and you're not filling up. You're still struggling. All goods, which makes sense because you're actually using more than we're putting in. This is... This is the problem, unless I put multiple outputs on that. But I can't do that because then I'm running along here and it's going to be difficult to get it to go into the barn. I suppose what I could do, speed it up, now I think about it, is put a silo in right here on the corner. I remove that and then put a silo in there, move you to there, then you actually don't output any faster, but you can fix that by doing... I want to say that, but I don't know whether that's correct. With a grabber. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And that means they don't slow down on the corner, which will speed up our runs a lot better. You can actually change the splitter via filter. I think I want to do that. Let's put this all back in as we did it. Let's go to our compute blocks. We want an inventory sensor, we want a math block, and then we want... Actually, I think that's it. So I'm going to split them up. You want to be checking there, and you want to be checking for grain. Then you want to link to the math block. The math block wants to say if it's less than 50, okay, then do that. And that will turn off that there. It doesn't matter if it fires all the time because it's so close together, it doesn't matter. But yeah, that'll just turn that off. So if that's got less than 50 in it, it will turn it on and it will allow it to go. Otherwise, everything's being prioritized down to there. which is exactly what we want, although we do kind of need more than that to come down here. I'm going to filter you to be green. You green. Not that it should matter at all. I should filter this one to be green as well, shouldn't I? Green. I mean, the only other way to do it is to add multiple lines in. I'm not so sure that's a great idea. And I could add another chute line above to go here. And go down there so it's got two outputs at once. It would make sense. This barn is well supported. It could easily deal with that, the input that it gets. And these chutes are definitely faster than using conveyor belts. So I think we'll do that. I'm just thinking whether I want to do it. Would there be any point to doing two going up to the silo? Not really sure. Let's find out whether that's even a thing we can do. Go to there. Well, I know it's a thing we can do. I just want to know whether it's viable. There we go. Have two outputs going into that silo. Now all the silo actually will start filling up, which of course makes sense. I need two running down to that, and I can't really do two outputs on the silo. Do one on top, but then you can't get down here because it would block the rail. Do one on the side. I'm just trying to figure out whether I mean I could put on I could put a barn there, and I could have three inputs to the barn. Okay, let you off. I could have three inputs to the barn, and I could have three outputs to the barn, and then I just need to figure out this here. Into there, which is doable, is quite happily doable. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's just go absolutely nuts with this mega corn. There we go. That's run out now. Okay, so you can go. You can go. You can go. We want to put one there. One there. Then we'll put a barn on there. Yes, they can. I was a little concerned they couldn't put barns on stilts. I do need to reinforce this better than it is, but it doesn't matter. Minecraft logic. We then want to go along here, and then we want to go along here. Okay. Then we want to change these up at the end because that's just not correct. So we want to go like that. And then we want to go like that and like that. And then perhaps they all feed into the barn at the same place. That's not correct. That wouldn't work. The chutes would get messed up. So instead, we want to do that, that, and that. Boom. There we go. So three inputs. Here's where it gets complicated though, because mean, I could feed that barn just off one. Would probably work just fine. I think it's quite a low use one, but again, this is something that I'm building that's just not going to work in the long term. But there we go. The corn must flow. And flow it shall. Yeah, and then you'll push into there, and then that's fine, and then that's working. And then you're going to be getting 3 a go, and you're only outputting 2. Yep, you're only outputting 2 a go. We could happily speed that up, but then you're full of corn. You don't have an issue with that at all. So yeah, so you're getting supplied okay. You're running at full power. You're doing your bits and pieces. You are struggling to produce milk. I could run a second grain mill off of this. God, I think our milk production needs its own dedicated area. I really think our milk production needs its own dedicated area. Yeah, yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a dedicated area for milk production, and I think I'm going to put it down here. I can't put it actually out on the water. I know that much. I don't want to fill in the water. I don't want. I know I've done landscaping, but yeah, I don't want to fill in the water. Kind of why that's ideal for that being where it is there. But I mean, I could put it over here. I mean, I could dig out a trench. Would a trench be against the rules? I'm not. Water is kind of a natural resource, I suppose. But I mean, no, do you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say digging out a trench is not bad. It's not not against the rules. Okay, and let me know what you think. Whether I'm breaking my own rules here. Yeah, and what I'll do is I'll remove these resources here. Might need the apples later, but I'm going to remove them anyway. Can I remove fish? I cannot. I don't want to remove the fish, just wanted to check whether I could or not. Okay, and then we're going to change this up to have a dedicated something that I've forgotten the name of now. So a dedicated milk production. That's the word I was after. Okay, so you do your thing there. You do your thing there. That's fine. Blah 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 blah. Okay, and then I can lower this rail down because I didn't really like this rail being the way it is, so I can lower it down, and then maybe use a rail to come up and deliver the milk. Yeah. I think we can do that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay. Right, so you can go, you're not required. Right, yeah. Now, I forgot about this barn here. That's going to require something, isn't it? It'll require some grain coming over. That'll be fine. That will actually be fine because we still have grain in this area, don't we? Can I increase? No, I can't. You can't actually increase the area of removing stuff, so do that. I'm gonna leave the what's it there? The scaffolding for the time being. I won't need it this side, but I'm gonna leave it going up to this barn here because I think that's where we're gonna bring a train. Gotta be careful to not remove the wrong thing here. Okay, so that's all gone. Let's put in a silo here. Don't have a silo on my action bar. Let's copy that one. Can I put in a silo here? I can, and it would be fine because we won't use the center run on this anyway. When we put our train in. Oh, so that would be just fine. I'm not really sure how I'm going to have this working yet. I think we'll have the pickup at the end. We'll have all the pastures there, have them feed into the train, and then yeah, we'll. Now if I put the barn on the end here, like so, and then we grab our train tracks and we go stay up in the air, stay up in the air. Come this way and then you can go that way. Boom, boom, there we go. Okie dokie. That'd be the future, and then those train tracks there will actually cross this one. We'll have a little crossroads. Doesn't matter, it's fine. Might do a bit of logic there just for the fun of it, but yeah. And then it'll input into this barn for the milk. That's fine. You have run out of chicken. Why have you run out of chicken? I am very confused as to why you would have run out of chicken. I think because we have an issue here with this actual system. I think this is just triggering all the time now because I've broken it through this NOT gate. Yeah, I think so. It's triggering all the time. So we're just getting milk being delivered at the moment. Right, okay, that's fine. Right. So the question is, what comes next? Let's move them. Let's move these things here, shall we? I kind of want. Actually, let's move this barn. Okay. And we will empty this barn into this one, which is full, which is 100% bloody full. Damn it. Do you know what? I'm going to upgrade that barn all the way. It can be our major storage. Fill that barn up there, because now you can fill the bottom, the input. You can actually fill using the output area. So that would be awesome. So hopefully it's going to fill up before. No, you're going to probably come along and fill this up before it's done, but hey ho, we can figure it out later. It's fine, doesn't matter. Just want to transfer as much over. Can you get done? You can. Awesome. Job done. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay. So there's corn coming in there. Right, yeah. The reason I want to put that silo there, I've just realised that I forgot to actually do anything here. I want to grab a wagon. I want to put a silo, that one, to be grain. And I'm going to say, you take grain from there and put in the silo. There we go. And we can put silo back onto the menu. And that's an output rail stop. That's wrong. It should be an input rail stop. There we go. And you shouldn't trigger the pickup there. Please, that one. F block. Yeah. Come on. Come on, what's going on here? F block. Get out of the way. Trigger the rail stop. Thank you. There we go. Okay. So there you go. So that cart will start filling up things there, and then if it gets more than 50, it will just turn it on off, so we won't have a cart full of stuff. Okay. So now you people should be picking up chicken, which you've done, and you're good, and everything is awesome. Okay, so now let's move these pastures, shall we? How many can we get here, do you reckon? Do we now put on the water? Yeah, why not? Why not? I do want a gap between them. No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. How much milk is too much milk? What do you think? Shall we go with 3? And deal with that, shall we? So we'll go with 3. And I basically want to have a dedicated mill to each one. So that means I need to move some of you around. Like so. Boom, and that was wrong. Move you up there. There we go. Okay. And will I move you up by 1? That'd be really nice if I could. Yeah, let's just fill in that block there. Come on, come on, let's be nice. Let's be nice. Fill in that 1 block. 1 block for me. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Right. So I'll put you up there. Put you there. Put you there. Move you up by 1. 1. 1. There we go. And you can probably see where I'm going with this. Aha. Input, input, input. Sorted. And then we just go shoot. There. 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 Like so, and we go 1, 2, 3. You can have 5 workers. You can have 5 workers. You currently have 5 workers. You're all good. You was connected to the power grid. You are not anymore. I don't think I want anything to be connected to that power grid up there. We'll save the pipes there. Let's go and have a quick look at the base to make sure. Nope, we're okay. We haven't filled up with loads of rubbish. That's fine. You're full. You're full. We'll get in there. Everything is awesome there. Goody, goody, goody. Right. So you're not going to get the resources you require, are you? No. Pausing very briefly, not very much, just very, very briefly. I could fix that by putting in a second output system there. That would be fine. Does mean that we are kind of capped at 3 then, doing that. So a little bit awkward. Milk cannot be transported on chutes, can it? No, it can't. It's got to be on conveyor belts. Do I want to put them all on the same conveyor belt going into this barn? Let's see how that looks. Oh wow, you can actually put them down in the water. Didn't realise belts could do that. I really don't think that's intentional. Can you actually build a boat into the water? Will they let you do that? You could. Oh! I have to see if that works. It doesn't. Oh! That's a shame. Oh, that could have been awesome. That would have been quite funny, actually, if you can ship things under the water. Very, very different. Right, so we then want to go you, and then I think I'm going to use blockers for this time around, just to be different. Block, 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 and you are going to be set to fertilizer. We don't want fertilizer. Copy that. Paste, paste. There we go. Okay, so you can only output milk. And Then I need to make sure the belt actually faces the correct direction. Usually a good start. Okay, it is going to be cramped to start with because these are producing, these are full on their outputs. I'm a little concerned it's just not going to work. I think they're just going to, no, it's not. It's not. I can already see that. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. There. You go down to there. Then we'll go with you down to there. Okay, then we'll do that. And there you go. Each one has its own dedicated belt. Awesome sauce. Into our milk factory. Do I want to upgrade that? We'll upgrade it once. Okay, rails up, around, back again. Ta-da. I have no idea how many trains we're going to need to do this. These produce 1 milk every 2 seconds. How long does it take to travel? That's the problem. What if I put a minecart there and a minecart there? So it's just before the 2 rail stops. You face that way, you face that way. Okay, and let's see what happens. May have to do the same again. I think this is probably going to be the way of things, but this is just going to be a dedicated milk track, so it doesn't need that many trains on it because there's always going to be delivering milk just over and over. It depends on the demand up here, doesn't it? That's the thing. You're not making sandwiches because you run out, that's fine. But now you're getting it. Yeah, you're actually filling up. Yeah, I think just the 2 trains are fine, which means that this is overkill. This is complete overkill of what we want. But on the other side of that, one of the other food types was cheese, wasn't it? Did we set this up to be cheese? We didn't. We chose to ignore cheese. Maybe we do that. Maybe, just maybe, we grab another silo, put that there. We make this silo the cheese silo. Cheese. And we say, hey, if you're done with the cheese, then you take cheese, deliver it to there, and that should be awesome. I hope. Okay, so we've got a fair bit done here, and I've just noticed the recording time is way above what I would. Well, it's on the cusp of where I normally record it. I was trying to make these a little bit shorter, and I still end up doing an hour, so yeah. But yeah, we will come back and we shall do all the rest of this in the next episode. So I will say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.